So it's been said that dog is man's best friend. Turns out he's even a better friend when he's trained to save your life. We're talking about the new movie Max this week on reviewsfortherestofus.com. How is it? Where should you see it? And who should you see it with?
My brother said Max was like a specialized search dog. He could go out in front of his handler for like 300 yards, locate weapons and explosives and stuff.
Yo, we got the Air Jordan of dogs here, man. You got him shooting layups?
Oh, I'm sorry, Chewie, did you want to try walking?
Heck no, you crazy?
So in a nutshell, Max is your typical dog buddy fare. Like think about like the cop buddy dramas. This is your dog buddy fare. And it is not the first of its kind. They have literally made dozens of these kinds of movies. You know the whole idea, there's a dog and then the kiddo that he bonds with or the human he bonds with gets in peril and the dog saves him, and sometimes the dog gets hurt, sometimes the dog doesn't. That's pretty much Max in a nutshell.
Sure you want to do this?
Yeah.
Okay. Slowly. No sudden moves.
Sit. Good. Good boy.
Okay, Sergeant. We'll be taking him home.
And at the same time, it isn't. So speaking of how this movie is, it's honestly just so-so, and it's because it feels like it kind of doesn't know what it is. Like, there's parts of this movie where it's almost like your typical Disney dog buddy fare, where you have this little boy that kind of feels alone, and this dog comes alongside and becomes his best friend. And then in the next scene, you have like this action movie that's actually almost so scary, a lot of early middle schoolers may not really enjoy it. And it goes back and forth and back and forth.
Wants us to stay put.
Nose of a dog, the heart of a Marine. Sounds like a hero to me.
So where should you see it? Honestly, see this movie at home. You are not going to miss anything not watching this in the theater. If you want a theater movie instead, go see Inside Out that's in theaters right now. If you're going to see this movie at all, it's a middle schooler movie on up. And that's because, like I mentioned before, they kind of cranked up the intensity and feels like they kind of lost some of the crowd they were going for with young kids and elementary school kids. Don't really see this being a date night or a guys, girls night out kind of movie, really. It just isn't. If you want a movie to take the kids out to this weekend and you enjoy animated movies, see Inside Out for sure. I hope you enjoyed this review. I hope you'll subscribe to us on YouTube, like us here on Facebook as well. If you missed our review for Inside Out last week, you can click on that right here. Coming up next week, we're going to review Terminator Genisys on reviewsfortherestofus.com. Reviews for movie fans, by movie fans.